Welcome to the channel. This is No Fake in Sports, bringing you the latest on the Oklahoma Sooners, hosted by David Kincaid.
All right, guys, Indiana Hoosiers get the job done in Miami, beating the Miami Hurricanes 27-21 in a national championship game, finishing the season with a perfect record. More wins than any other team in college football history, mainly because of the playoff structure. And everybody is talking about, is this sustainable? Is this the next dynasty? Can Curt Cignetti continue to do it? I think he can, because he's doing it the right way. Coming over from James Madison in 2024, Curt Cignetti has been in the college football playoffs his first year and his second year at the University of Indiana. That's big, man. You can't say much more than that of what you expect from a head coach coming in. He didn't have his guys. He didn't have his recruiting class. He came in, he brought us some transfers, key transfers in Fernando Mendoza from Cal, the 6'5", 225-pound Heisman Trophy winner. Should be a top 5 pick in the National Football League draft coming up. 22 years old. He also brought in Roman Hemby, running back from Maryland. 23 years old. And of course, Kalen Black, that he brought over from JMU, which was actually one of his guys, 24 years old. That's another thing about this team. Kind of struck lightning in a bottle because he had a veteran team. There's a lot of seniors on this team. But it's not a bunch of 5-star guys. It's not a bunch of 4-star guys. They had the least amount of blue chip players coming into the playoffs, and it wasn't even close. Everybody else doubled them up in blue chip players other than the group of 4 schools that were in the playoffs in Tulane and JMU. This is a coach coming in, establishing a culture, and he said, why can't I win at Indiana? We're going to play hard-nosed defense, and we're going to run the football. And I think that it's fitting that this is how they won, considering, if you were a follower of my channel for a long time, this is what I've been begging for us to do. This is what I've been begging the University of Oklahoma to do. Actually, if the coaching search would have dug a little deeper instead of doing it as fast as we did it, if we would have done it the right way when Jeff Lebby left, we probably could have got a Curt Cignetti. Because he wasn't on the video that I had posted, but he met one of the requirements. If you guys remember my requirements for the next offensive coordinator at the University of Oklahoma, I had a couple. I wanted him to be a QB coach. I wanted him to have won a national title. I wanted him to be have some NFL experience or be under the Nick Saban coaching tree. Go figure, Coach Curt Cignetti is 3 of the 4. Because he was the Alabama's wide receiver coach early years with Nick Saban when Nick Saban was there. From 2007 to 2010, they won the national championship in 2009. National championship, check. Quarterbacks coach, wide receivers coach, check. Under the Nick Saban coaching tree, check. So if I can think that forward and put that together, what is wrong with Brent Venables and his thought process when coming up with an offensive coordinator instead of what we got? But this video is not about the Oklahoma Sooners and their lack of finding an offensive coordinator, I want to make this about the greatness of Kurt Cignetti, this Indiana Hoosiers team, and congratulate them on winning a national title. I'm not a hater. I've been on record as saying that I thought this was the best team in college football after they beat Oregon because of the way that they won. That is what a lot of people are missing. Everybody is acting like they're so shocked that the Indiana Hoosiers won the national championship. When you look at the way that they play and the way that I have been coming on here and saying the way that national championships are won, it only made sense. Running the football, experienced offensive coordinator that will commit to running the football and playing great defense. That's how Ohio State won it the year before last year, and that's how Michigan won it the year before that. And that's how every freaking team has won it since 2000, Oklahoma's last national title, except for one, and that's the Clemson Tigers. But this was a phenomenal performance. Congratulations to Miami as well, because they played a hell of a game. Their defense kept them in this game. If they would have ran the ball a little more and stayed committed to it, they probably could have won this game. But we're going to go over some of those stats, and we're also going to talk about the scoring drives for the Indiana Hoosiers. Key stats for this game: Indiana, 45 rushes for 131 yards. Now, I tell you guys, it's not about the yards. It's about the rushes. And this is going to prove my point in the national championship game. Miami had 21 rushes for 110 yards. So Indiana only outrushed them by 21 yards. But it's the attempts. I keep telling you, it's the attempts. All you have to do is stick to the script. You don't have to run the ball for 300 yards. That's what a lot of these lame duck, brain dead coaches are missing. It's not about the yards. It's about the attempts. 45 rushing attempts for 131 yards. You know what that does? That gives you a time of possession of 36 minutes and 24 seconds to Miami's 23 minutes and 26 seconds, which is a difference of 12 minutes and 58 seconds. Indiana also won the turnover battle. 0 turnovers to Miami's 1 turnover. But if you look at the drives, because that's what I like to look at, are you controlling the football game with your run game and holding on to the ball and keeping the other team's offense on the sideline? Because if you don't turn the football over, they can't score sitting on the sideline. You limit their opportunities. When you have teams that try to rush and try to go hurry up and do all this stuff, they end up with 14, 15 drives a game. Indiana had 10 drives this game because they control the time of possession by running the football, high number of rushes. Let's talk about those drives. First drive, they punted. Second drive, 12 plays, 55 yards, 6 minutes, 6 seconds, and a field goal. They ran the ball 5 times out of those 12 plays. They did have some penalties in that drive, so they had to throw it a little bit more. Let's go on to the fourth drive. They punted the third drive. Fourth drive, 14 plays, 85 yards. 6 minutes, 44 seconds, ended in a touchdown. They ran the ball 10 times out of 14 plays. That's sticking to the run game. I love it. I loved every bit of it. I'm watching the great game and I'm just loving it. Let's go on to the ninth drive of the game. 12 plays, 75 yards, 5 minutes and 39 seconds. Do you see the trend with this? 6 minutes and 6 seconds, 6 minutes and 44 seconds, 5 minutes and 39 second touchdown drive with 7 run plays out of 12. It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. 10th drive, their last drive of the game, 11 plays, 58 yards, 4 minutes and 55 seconds, ending in a field goal. Out of those 11 plays, they ran the ball 8 times. Guys, I'm not a genius. I'm not. This game isn't very hard. There are some hard sports in this world. This is not a very hard one. This is just knowing what works and committing to it. And not thinking that you're smarter than this game. When you get to thinking you're smarter than this game, the game shows you you're not as smart as you think you are. We had Lincoln Riley, and Lincoln Riley, we had an amazing offense in the Big 12. And then when we played Georgia and Alabama in the playoffs, teams that ran the football, we didn't go any further. Enter Brent Venables. We make a turn to a defensive team. But Jeff Lebby didn't commit to running the football. Our current offensive coordinator has not committed to running the football. He'll run the football in some games, here and there, but there's no commitment. Miami got to this point by running the football. They got in the national championship game knowing what the other team was going to do. Everybody knows Indiana loves to run the football. And they decided to go a different route. They went away from what got them to this point. They overthought it and they lost. It's not rocket science. It's who's committing to being successful. So I'm asking you, Ben Arbuckle, are you committed to being successful? Because we have a fan base that is dying for a national title. And we was in this bracket. We had a chance to play Indiana. And it might not have went so damn well. Especially if we would have went into the game thinking we were going to throw the ball 40 times with John Mateer. Because that's another thing about Indiana and their defense. They put you in bad situations, 3rd and long, and then they play zone. And make you execute all the way down the field. Throwing the football is the hardest thing to execute in football. And when you get a team that's going to play zone and make you execute, you're going to run into problems. So congratulations to the Indiana Hoosiers. Congratulations to the Miami Hurricanes for getting there. But the winners, Kurt Cignetti, Fernando Mendoza, Roman Hemby, Kalen Black, amazing team, amazing run. You guys will go down in history as one of the better national football teams. I'm not going to say the best, but one of the better national championship football teams in the history of college football, man. So congratulations to those guys. I saw what was going on in Indiana. Congratulations to the state of Indiana. They finally got a winner after all this time. They have been great in basketball, but getting a national championship in football is like none other. This is the United States of America. This is not a soccer country. This is not a baseball country. This is not a basketball country. This is a football country. We play football in the United States of America. It is our greatest sport. I don't care how many people watch soccer all over the world. Soccer is not football. Other countries play soccer because they can't play football. So congratulations to those guys. You are the national championship winners, and I love it, man. I do. I'm like I say, I'm not a hater. I am a congratulator, and I applaud that team for doing what they did. So, guys, drop down in the comments, man. Tell me what you thought about the game. Did you enjoy the game? Did you watch the game? Did you care about the game? I know y'all did. Y'all are college football sickos like I am. Y'all probably enjoyed it as well. Was probably wishing that the Oklahoma Sooners are there. Also, drop down in the comments and tell me, do you finally see? I know a lot of y'all kind of got it, but do you finally see what I've been saying all this time on how to win a national championship? It happened last year with Miami, and happened again this year. And I've only had my channel 2.5 years. And I've yet to be wrong on this subject, on winning a national championship. Until next time, guys, help me on the way to 1,000, man. I only need, I think, 18 more subscribers. So if you have not subscribed, please go ahead and do so. It's not going to hurt nothing. Help me. Help me. And then also let me know if you are one of the new subscribers. I do appreciate it, guys. I'm pushing to get monetized for a couple of reasons. But the main reason is I want to give back. I want to go through with my subscribers, and I want to buy tickets to an Oklahoma Sooner game and give back to you guys. The first thing I plan on doing is taking money that I earn from YouTube and super chats and stuff like that when I go live and buy 2 tickets next to the 2 tickets that I'm going to take out of my own pocket for the game, and have 2 of my subscribers to actually be at the stadium with me, watch the game with me, and we just have a good time, man. I don't know if anybody else is doing that, so that's my goal. So if you would like to be one of those people to attend the game with me and hear me yell about running the football, then please do subscribe, man. Until next time, Omer.